begin to split. Now, let me ask this question. When he was speaking, were there ideas running through your mind? Were there things that you have forgotten that were coming back? Now, was that childhood dream that was burning in you before you entered school, and this people wanted to use F and disfigure your life, was it burning back in your heart? It's time to come up and come alive. Get awakening. Awake. So that's number one. M, multidimensional. I, inspirational. K, knowledgeable. Now, for a man to be sought after by countries and continents of the world, it means that he knows beyond Nigeria. He knows about the globe, and this is knowledge. And now, you see, knowledge is not just power, but knowledge put into use is what? Power.
Speaking good.
So now, the E, Mike. So we are done with Mike now. E, energetic. Did you feel the energy when he was speaking? You could literally, your soul, you know, the song that is called soul connection. Your soul could connect, and there was a leap. You know, the Bible says, and when Mary visited Elizabeth,
Preach it, preach it, preach it.
the baby in her womb was leap. Now, why? Because the baby in her womb, the vision she was carrying, had met somebody that was living the vision. So many of us, what we want to be in the future is sitting down here with you. So what do? You align.
Preach on, man.
All right. So we move back to Oladipo. Dr. Mike, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it well. Is it Oladipo or Oladipo?
Oladipo.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. So O is an orator. Now, orator is not just somebody that knows how to use words, but somebody that knows how to use words to create change and to spark fire in people. So it was not just an orator that knows how to speak well. Imagine from somebody that was learning English from a small boy is now being sought after and paid $10,000 not naira. You joke, my dear sister. Now L. Now this particular L is special to me personally. I'll tell you why that L is special. Now L is learned. Now naturally, L is reserved for lawyers. And you say lawyers are learned. But even in the legal world, there are some persons you will see how knowledgeable they are in different aspects of life. You cannot but give it to them that they are what? Learned. Now what the simple meaning of learned is that you know something about everything. That's actually what learned means. So being learned does not mean that you're actually a professional in something. It just simply means that you know something about everything. So at least something small. Imagine you went to football, you went to tennis, you went to music, you went to movie. He was mentioning people, different persons there. So for some of us who have limited ourselves and said, I'm not a sports person, I'm not a sports person, I'm not a music person. Today you saw why you needed it. Let me show a very short story. Ben Carson said how he met his life mentor was that when he went for an interview, they left the interview he was doing, and his mentor discovered that he loved classic music. How many of us have read that book? Gifted Hands. That was how his mentor took interest in him. They left the interview that they came from and started discussing classic music. By the time they were done discussing classic music, you don't think you have gotten what you want. So sometimes it's not really what you have read or what you know your certificate, but that thing extra that you have added to it. Amen.
Amen.
All right. Now, A, audacious. Now, we discover that he's so audacious. Imagine growing from the kind of circumstances of birth that he had to what he is today. Today, who can see Mike and reconcile poverty with Dr. Mike? I mean, can you look at him and put poverty together? No, not Uber. Or that was impossible. In Igbo, Anakoya Odogu in capital letters. All right. Now, D is demanded. Demand. Now, you see, heavy demand is now placed upon him, both locally and what? Globally. So our prayer for you is that the supply in you will never run dry. Now, I is intriguing. Intriguing. Now, let me explain what intriguing means. You know when you sit down under a speaker and you don't just listen to the speaker, but you're able to get interested in what the speaker is saying. You're able to flow, you're able to laugh and smile. He was able to carry all of us along. Even some persons here who didn't smile from the beginning of this program. When we came to Dr. Mike's session, did you smile? So you don't choose to smile, just like Sabinus. When Sabinus just come here, even if you don't want to laugh, you start, when you see Sabinus, you start laughing. Why? Because his face just is funny. So that is named Mr. Funny. You just start laughing. So that was what Dr. Mike's section was. So even if you don't want to be happy, you'll be happy. So it was very intriguing. So now P, the second P is productive. We saw how productive he was with the little he had. How he multiplied more to be. How he started from his university days. And today, see what Wogi Global is. This is grace and work. Now the last O. When I was forming this acronym, this O, I reached there and I paused. I said, there's something unique about this man. 3 things. He knew where he was going. 2, he was not sure that he was going to get there. And 3, he was taking record from the beginning. See how he was compiling all those pictures. I was like, what is this? I'm telling you, that was my biggest surprise. How could he compile those pictures? He was able to compare them from the small age, even when the vision was not gelling well. You know when your vision is not gelling well? You will not understand. But he was still snapping the picture and recording it, knowing that one day he will come today to share it with us.
That's right.
So he didn't teach us about anything, he just gave us his life. Yes. And so that O is organization. So who is a better asset? When you see a model as a young person and you see what you want to do, and not just doing it big, but doing it right. We live in a generation where they just paint results to all, but they don't show us the process. So everybody is dying for the glory without knowing the story. And that's making our young people fall into many traps. But today a man just came and shared his life with us and told us that, see, to blow is a scam, but to grow is the truth.
That's right.
So that we are going to grow from somewhere. That you might not blow like, in fact, blowing is 5% of life, but 95% of life is actually growth. That's the truth of the matter. So, and today he came and shared this process with us. So we are very grateful on behalf of the participants of our World Conference for the time you spent sharing with us, for your life that you shared with us, the progress you have made thus far. We cannot but celebrate you. And we thank God for the gift of you, knowing that this is just the list of what you are going to do and what you are going to become. And God will keep keeping you and protecting you as we do much more for our generation and generations to come. All right, question and answer session right now.